loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm ready to win. Yeah, refuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take a few to lose. Built to win, applied myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah, refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Applied myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah, no time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm ready to win. Yeah, refuse.
Everybody, welcome back to another episode of BWT. I'm your host, Teddy, and today we will be giving you a preview of the playoffs. We will be going through each matchup that's going to be happening starting up in about an hour. Well, before we get into that, I want to make sure you guys are liking this video, sharing it with any baseball fans that you may have, and also subscribing to the network so you don't miss out on any other episodes that I drop here on my channel, or the rest of the Refuse to Lose community drops in their channels as well. If you're wondering what other shows I'm talking about, we've got CTC, Call Talking College, gives you everything you need to know about college football and college basketball. We've got RBO, Real Ballers Only, NBA show. NBA is starting up in a few months, so that should be dropping some new episodes pretty soon. And then we have In the Red Corner, that's our boxing show. That's with Tomo, Ty, and Ricky. One of the best shows on the network, so make sure you tune into that. We've got FFC, Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs, your fantasy football guru. Don't worry about ESPN or Yahoo, whatever they tell you. Don't listen to them. Listen to FFC. And then we have Unfazed with Joe and AJ. That is one of the, I would say, two of the top debaters in the Refuse to Lose community. Just going at it weekly, talking about sports. So it's pretty fun to watch. And then we have Dave's Doghouse, gives you the highlights and the lowlights of the sports world. Doesn't matter who you are in the sports world. You can be a reporter, you can be an interpreter, you can be a coach, you can be a ball boy, ball girl, whatever. If you do something great, you will be put in the doghouse to roam around, in the dog yard to roam around. But if you do something bad, you will be put in the dog house. And then, of course, we have the main show, which is Refuse to Lose. That is our sports center of the network, right? Covers everything. That's with Joe, Dave, and Tomo. They go live every Tuesday and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you tune into them. They'll be going live tonight, actually, to be recapping some of the past NFL games that happened this weekend. So make sure you tune into that. And of course, with NBA ramping up, we're going to be dropping some new episodes covering that as well. So we go to our first matchup of the day. We've got the Guardians and the Tigers. I just dropped a video on my Instagram at Teddy Mercado, giving you my predictions for who's going to win this series. This right here is going to tell you why I think they win the series, right? So I'll start off with saying I've got the Tigers winning this series in 3. Big bounce back series for the way that they ended their season. Two teams were basically on the opposite side of everything. the Guardians played like crap going down. No, the Tigers played like crap going down the stretch, and the Guardians were one of the hottest teams in baseball. But I've got the Tigers winning just for the fact that these guys they got a little taste of it last year, right? They ended up winning a series last year in the wild card versus the Astros, which was a series that nobody thought they can win. And they went out and swept the Astros. And I feel like that is going to give these guys confidence in this series right now. Game one, starters, we've got Tariq Skubal going up against Gavin Williams. Skubal went 13-6 on the year with a 2.21 ERA, 195.1 innings pitched, and 241 strikeouts. And Williams went 12-5 with a 3.06 ERA with 167.2 innings pitched and 173 strikeouts on the year. So both pitchers have been pitching well as of late. They actually just recently matched up in the last week of the season, and the Tigers ended up getting the loss on some baseball. You know, it was just some crazy plays that happened. The ball never left the infield. Going up against Tariq Skubal, which is the reigning Cy Young and the potential back-to-back Cy Young award winner in the American League. And the ball didn't leave the infield, and the Guardians were able to score a run. I think now the Tigers are ready for that type of baseball that they're going to be going up against, and that's another reason why I've got the Tigers winning in 3. All right, so we go to our next series. We've got the Padres and the Cubs. Game 1 matchup will be Nick Pivetta, who went 13-5 with a 2.87 ERA with 181.2 innings pitched and 190 strikeouts on the year. And he's going up against Matt Boyd, which went 14-8 with a 3.21 ERA with 179.2 innings pitched and 154 strikeouts. I've got the Padres winning this series in 3. I believe that the Padres offense has gotten hot as of late, and I don't think the Cubs are going to be able to match the firepower that the Padres are going to be coming out with. Tatis is one of the top hitters in all of baseball when it comes to postseason play. He's got the top OPS, which is on base plus slugging. We got a couple comments coming in from some guys watching. Yep. You got the Guardians +5 in the first 5. Okay. Okay. Plus 0.5. Okay. I like that. But yeah, the Cubs, I feel like they've lost too many pitchers this year with Justin Steele, and Imanaga has not been himself. He's lost control this season, and when he misses his spot, they're not missing barrels and they're going over the fence. And that's the big difference from this year and last year. Last year, he was able to get away with missing some pitches and they would pop them out. But this year, that's not happening. PCA has had an extraordinary season. Their offense really took a little hit right after the All-Star break, where Kyle Tucker went in that big streak of just slumping, and then it came out that he was playing with a broken hand. PCA just found his home run stroke again. Seiya Suzuki was iffy going down the stretch. Michael Busch has really been the guy to start them, and of course you got to go with Nico Horner, who was the average leader in the National League. He's going to put up a good at bat anytime he's in the box. But again, I've got the Padres in 3 in that series. And then we go to the Dodgers and the Reds. Before I get into that, let's check out a couple more comments that are coming in. Red Sox first 5 plus a half. Okay. I'll get to that. And then we've got Joe. What's good, Teddy? I'm taking the Yankees over the Red Sox. Good man. You're smart. You're learning, Joe. You learning. Oh, man. All right. Let's get into this Dodgers and Red series. Game 1, got the hometown kid, Hunter Green, who went 7-4 with a 2.76 ERA, 107.2 innings pitched, and 132 strikeouts. He was injured for about a month in the season. That's why his numbers aren't a little higher. But I guarantee you, if he was available, this kid lights out stuff. He'll throw you that 101 mile per hour fastball up and in the zone, and then he'll drop that slider off the table and have you looking like you've never swung a baseball bat before. Like I said, hometown kid, first time in the playoffs, going up against the Dodgers. This is going to be great. This is going to be something to watch. Make sure you tune in. He's going up against Blake Snell, which has some postseason experience. He goes 5-4 with a 2.35 ERA, 61.1 innings pitched, and 72 strikeouts. He also was injured throughout the year. I've got the Reds winning game 1 off of pure adrenaline coming from Hunter Green. And don't forget, Elly De La Cruz plays lights out in LA. Like, if you look up his numbers versus the Dodgers in LA, which I'm going to do real quick, they are crazy. They're crazy. Right? So, but I've got the Dodgers winning this series in 3. Right? I feel like the Dodgers are going to be too much for the Reds. The Reds will probably have to have the guys at the bottom of their lineup win them some games, just because of they got Elly. That's it, right? And the Dodgers are gonna operate to eliminate Elly De La Cruz, and you got to make the other 8 guys beat you, and that's what the Dodgers are gonna do. So real quick, let me get you these numbers. So he is batting versus the Dodgers in total in his career. He's batting .267 with 20 hits, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs, and 11 runs in 19 games. So Elly plays up when he plays against the Dodgers, man. So watch out for that. That could be the difference in them potentially upsetting the Dodgers in this series, or the Dodgers coming through and winning. All right. And then we go to the most anticipated series of them all. We got Yankees versus Red Sox. You know who I'm rocking with. And if you don't like that, I can't say what I really feel on this channel. All right. So game 1, we got Max Fried, who went 19-5 with a 2.86 ERA, 195.1 innings pitched, and 189 strikeouts, going up against Garrett Crochet, who went 18-5 with a 2.59 ERA, 205.1 innings pitched, and 255 strikeouts. Red Sox won the season series 9-4, right? So that's why I feel like Red Sox fans really feel good about this series, right? And they have all the reason to. First time in the playoffs since 2021, right? Big big boost of energy with all the young guys that have come up in the organization throughout the year, which none of them are going to be on this roster in the postseason. But this is going to be fun, man. This is going to be fun. The Yankees have lost to the Red Sox in playoff series the last 3 times that we played them. Last time that the Yankees beat them in a series, Aaron Boone hit the infamous walk-off off of Tim Wakefield, R.I.P. Timmy, to send the Yankees into the World Series in 2003. But this series is going to be won by the New York Yankees in 3, right? I see the tonight's going to be a very fun matchup. I've been waiting for a free crochet matchup the entire season, right? I always was looking forward to a Friday night in the Bronx where it's crochet versus Freed, but a Tuesday night in the Bronx, crochet versus Freed is just gonna have to do for game 1 of the wild card. I expect everybody in the Bronx to be going crazy tonight. We need the energy to be up and get these Red Sox out of here. And these Red Sox fans complaining about, the tickets, they're blocking us off, but they do that in every arena, all the playoffs. Like, they do that to everybody. Shut up, stop complaining. It's just because your first time in 4 years that you come back into the playoffs, and now it's, look at these guys. Well, like, shut up. Hate Red Sox, man. But yeah. So those are my predictions for the first round. We got another comment coming in. We got my boy Carl, host of CTC. He's got Tigers, Cubs, Dodgers, and Red Sox as his winners of the series, or just game 1. Because if it's the series, you're going to be disappointed with that last one and the second one. But let's get into the entire postseason bracket, right? So we've got the first round, which I just went through, which is the wild card. Got the okay. Carl said those are his predictions for the series, and Tigers is strictly a fan play. Yep. Hey, you guys owe him. You guys owe him from last year. So we go to the playoff bracket, right? You're actually shocked he picked this? Hey, it's the playoffs, man. Anything can happen. And I feel like the Tigers are going to forget the last month of baseball and just go on a little 2-game run. You know, that's all we need. Just 2 wins. That's it. Nothing too crazy. It's not like I'm asking them to throw perfect games or win 100 games or anything like that, you know? So, let's go to the postseason bracket so I got the Tigers winning, so that puts them up against the Mariners in the next round in the ALDS, which I think the Mariners will advance in that series. And then we've got the Yankees beating the Red Sox in the series. And then they go on to face the Blue Jays, which, Yankees beating the Blue Jays. In the ALCS, you got the American League MVP conversation going head-to-head. And then I got the Yankees beating the Mariners probably in 6 games in the ALCS, and then advancing to the World Series. Then I got the Dodgers beating the Reds, so they go on to face the Phillies, and I've got the Phillies beating the Dodgers. I've got the Phillies beating the Dodgers in the NLDS, advancing to the NLCS, where they would play the winner of the Padres and the Brewers, and I believe the Brewers are not gonna have enough. You got to hit the ball over the fence. They don't have that many guys. I believe in their style of baseball, but in the playoffs, it comes down to little things, right? And a home run is going to be what knocks these guys out. The Padres will beat the Brewers in the NLDS. And then we've got the Phillies and the Padres in NLCS with a chance to go to the World Series to face off against the Yankees. I've got the Phillies winning that series. And then we've got a Yankees-Phillies World Series. Yankees go back after last year. What happened? Phillies go back after 3 years ago. They had their little rut. And Yankees in 6. All right, Yankees in 6. Yankees will be the World Series champions for the 28th time. I'm excited. Man. Playoff baseball starts in a half an hour. We got game 1. I believe the Tigers and the Guardians play at 1 on I believe it's on ESPN. So make sure you guys tune in. Great day of baseball. 4 games for the next 3 days, back to back. So make sure you guys are tuning in. Again, make sure you guys are liking this video, sharing with any baseball fans that you may know. And again, tune in for the next episode of BWT. Until then, I'm out. Red Sox suck. Never forget that.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.